weather out, and I hope it is the same where you are or even better. Today we are here to talk you through how we made one of our own bespoke pieces. All right, this is a lace blouse. As you can see this very beautiful lace pattern right there. We made this for an extra large individual female. Look at how beautiful that lace right there is. Okay, so before I walk you through how we made this, are you new to our channel? Do go subscribe on a weekly basis. We inspire you on all of the possibilities of crochet. We walk you through how we made one of our own bespoke pieces like this one right here. We demystify what one celebrity or another wore, or we just walk you through patterns. Yeah, we create patterns, we modify patterns, we draw patterns, we plot patterns. Yep. So yeah, do well to subscribe. We have our galleries up on Instagram. Yeah, you can find our wedding day apparel at Makisode Weddings. On there, you would find wedding dresses, you would find wedding guest dresses, you will find bridesmaids dresses, and the likes. We also have our corporates and casuals up on Makisode Models on Instagram. There you can find our everyday crochet wear, you can find our accessories, and you can also find our interior decor or exterior decor as you would want to, maybe display yours. You don't want yours inside, but you want it on the outdoor. So that's up to you. So yeah, do well to follow us, do well to like, do well to leave a nice comment, and do well to share our content. All right, so right here is lace. All right. Now the beautiful thing about lace crochet, I mean lace in crochet, is that they come in say stitches. They come in pairs of stitches and pairs of rows, so to speak. So for example, you have lace that goes every repetition every 5 stitches, repetition every 8 stitches, repetition every 10 stitches, then repetition every 2 rows, repetition every 4 rows, repetition every 6 rows. You choose whatever lace that appeals to you. All right. However, before you start working the garment, you have to work a swatch. The swatch will enable you know just how many pairs or how many groups of those multiples you're going to have to put together to create your lace pattern. Now, for this one, it would appear as though they came in. It comes in multiples of 10. All right, as far as the stitches go, and also it comes in multiples of 4 as far as the rows go. As you can see now, follow this. You see that that single double crochet standing right there. You see the 3, and then you see the shell right there, and then a V stitch, a very wide V stitch. So and then it repeats, right? This is repeated here, this is repeated there, the shell is repeated here, and then the V is repeated right there. So this was in multiples of 4 rows, and then in multiples of 10 stitches. All right. However, depending on the width of the individual that you're trying to work for, you're going to have to determine what hook size works perfectly for you, and then in how many of those multiples you're going to have. So at the end of the day, for our swatch, we ended up with I think 7 of our swatch. Usually our swatch is worked in 6 inches by 6 inches. So we ended up with 7 of those, right? As far as the width goes. Then as far as the height goes, of course, we have to keep measuring to ensure that we are on point. Really, as far as lace goes, I really don't know what else to say to you, except that if you're going to be working laces, you can choose to work in panels. Right here we worked one panel, just one panel, and then closed it up. Why? There was supposed to be an opening at the back. This right here is the back. The lower back has this slit, so to speak, and then the upper back here has this button. Okay, has this button at the back there and a little opening. So to wear it, the owner would have to open this up so that it would fit their head, and then lock this up back when they're done wearing. So the beautiful thing about this again is you can also work reductions. You want to know how to work reductions? Ask me in the comments. You want to know how to work reductions as far as laces go? Ask me in the comments. We worked reductions here, right here. You can see that this shell right here is wider than this shell. I need you to ask in the comments. I'm not going to give that out for free. So ask in the comments. You can also see right here that The shell here is wider than the shell here, which in turn is wider than the shell here, and so on and so forth. You're going to have to ask all of that in the comments for me to tell you how that went. But essentially, work your lace right in the width of the individual's body. Work it up to the required height, the desired height that you want. If you're going to have to divide into panels, back and front panels, you do all of that, and then cut off where you need to cut off, right? And then work your, also do your measurements for the sleeves. The sleeves, we needed 8. Okay, so we had to determine how many of those multiples of stitches will give us 8, and we started out with 8 meaning 16 altogether, because to go around the arm hole depth, that would be 16. Yeah, 8 here plus 8 the other way. Now for the wrist, because the wrist, towards the wrist, it gets slimmer, we had to work the creases, and like I said, I'm not giving that up for free, so you're gonna have to ask how that is done. All right, so I'm going to quickly demonstrate how this blouse, the blouse I just spoke, I'm talking about right here. So I'm going to show us a quick illustration. So this is the end result of the blouse. I'm going to show you the end result of the blouse. You have this neckline right here, this very neckline right here, and then you have the button right there. There's an opening at the back. There's this opening there at the back. You have the shoulder right there. You have the body. You have the body. This is the front of the body. The back of the body there's a slit at the back, right? There's a slit. This, let's say this was a see-through, you would see the slit right there. So, and then for the sleeve is long sleeve. Long sleeves right there. Yeah, long sleeve. It tapers towards the wrist. Okay, so you have that, and everything here is lace. So I was saying that what we did was work a rectangle, right? So rectangle, first of all, rectangle, for the measurement, rectangle, measuring rectangle from arm, pit to maybe waist, yeah, or hip, or anywhere in between, because this is going to be for the required length that the person wants, from the, so we're talking about from here to here. That's what we're talking about right now. So from this point to this point, a rectangle, right? A rectangle right there. This is that rectangle, which we folded. By the time you fold the rectangle, you realize you're going to be folding this way, and then you have, if this were the back, by the time you fold this in here, you would have that right there. There will be a slit, right? If you join, so you join from there to there, and then leave here open, so you end up with something like that. So it will be a tube. You end up with a tube that looks like this from the back. This is the tube at the back. There's a joining there because you had worked, you edged that part right there, and then left this part right here open. So yeah, this is the armpit area, like I said. So now this tube is where you now have to divide. You're gonna have to divide that tube into 2. You work the back side of the tube upward, same way, and then work the back side of the front side of the tube upward, all right, towards the neck line. So that's it. Using the same pattern, using the same lace pattern, you're going to work up. So you have, and let me turn this around, you would have worked your tube. So let's say this is your tube, right? That's your tube. You work the front separately. Yeah, you work the front separately and you work the back separately. Remember that at the back there's still an opening, because that you're still going to have to edge similarly like you did the lower part of the panel. So you're going to have to do that and make room for the button. While up front, when you walk upwards and you get there to 2 inches before the shoulder, when you get to 2 inches before the shoulder, you're going to have to stop. At that point, you now raise the shoulder point up here, and then raise the shoulder point up here, so that you have that neck, that seat right there. So there'll be a seat. Remember that back here, this is the back here, you had made room for button. This is the front here, you had worked everything up to this point and then stopped at a point 2 inches. See? So you would walk, this is your tube, yeah? You have walked up to this point and left this 2 inches. So by the time you get here, you stop, and then walk up the shoulder part and walk up this other shoulder part so that here remains open for the neck. Do you understand that? So now we're back here at this other point. After you have walked up the shoulder, you've walked up the shoulder, you join that. Remember that you've already walked up the shoulder from the back. So you join both and then walk your sleeve. Yeah, so your sleeve sets out from this part. Since you had already made your measurement, you know exactly how many multiples of that of the lace pattern is going to be required here. That is what you're going to be using to start this and work that out for the required length of the sleeve. That's it. That's it really. It is really, really simple. Front part, you know, playing up. The back part, you're going to be having this slits right here. So this is the front and this is the back. You have that all the way up, and then there's a button right there. This is the armhole. The arm comes out this way. Here is an opening, and then here is the button, and then the neckline from the back and all that. So front and then the back, and that's about it. Blouse done. You infuse your button, nice button, probably choose one that's got shimmers, and then that's about it. Okay, yeah, so back to the video. As far as patterns go, you can find, you know, free patterns on the internet. Yeah, I could recommend Pinterest, but yeah, go find your make sure it is free. However, if it is not free, ask the owner nicely and get permission to use their pattern to create your work. All right, so that's about it. So for this blouse, yeah, we worked one panel, closing it up at the back because the back had a back slit down there and had a button up here, right? That's the reason why we work just one panel. And like I mentioned earlier, you can choose to work two panels and then close them up at the side, or you can also choose to work in the round. That is also another technique, okay? And then for this one, we also worked we worked panels. We worked just one panel and then we sewed. We did not create a visible edging before closing. We just closed it up right at the end of it, as you can see. It's quite visible right there. I don't know if you have questions about this particular blouse. Yeah, this one is strictly for the advanced level and the intermediate, right? So, but if you have questions, do ask. We teach, we have a special niche course on how to understand patterns, how to interpret patterns, how to modify them to suit you, because this one we had to modify. Like I said, we had to work reductions at some point. Of course, the owner of the pattern did not teach that, but we teach that here at our academy. So do well to ask. If you ask, yeah, we would certainly bring that to you. So now you love the pattern. Oh, no, you love the blouse, but you do not have the skill level to work this blouse and you would like for us to do it for you. We will for a token. Just ask us in the comments and we'll do it for you for a token. On the other hand, you know how to crochet, but all of this I've said right here, you actually want a guide. So you can ask us for a written pattern and we will do that for you for a token. So ask for what you need. If you want a class on how to understand patterns and all that, ask in the comments. We will bring it to you for a token. If you want the pattern for this particular blouse, ask in the comments. We'll give you for a token. You also want us to work the blouse for you, we will gladly for a token. However, with our explanations here, you should easily be able to work a lace blouse. Just pick up your pattern, yeah, on whatever source or Pinterest and all that, and then work your swatches and then go ahead and work your blouse. Lace blouses or lace patterns are excellent. They are marvelous. They are beautiful. You would want to own a crochet lace apparel if you do not already own one. So yeah, thank you again for watching. Remember to subscribe.